Yo, what's up guys, John Boogle here, and here we are with the in-depth guide for crazed fish, and we're going to be doing this without true forms and under level 25 units. Now yes, I have done a guide for this before, but of course I'm going to do a Redux updated guide, because yes, the previous guide I did a while ago still does work, it works perfectly fine, but in this new guide, I'm gonna actually show that yes, it is possible with level 25 units, like I mentioned in the old guide. And in the old guide, my Bahamut was level 30, and in this video we have it at level 20, so you'll get to see that yes, it is possible with level 20 to 25 units. And the reason that is because this cat right here, Space Cat. Space Cat is a drop reward from the Red Cyclone, and if you don't know how to beat the Red Cyclone, of course I made a beginner guide on how to beat the Red Cyclone in this video right here, but pretty much it's basically the same lineup. You can use 3 stallers if you don't have Cube Cat. I mean 3 stallers works fine enough, but if you have Cube Cat you can bring that in there as well. If you do have true forms, Jurassic Cat true form pretty much does sweep the stage, so yes, do recommend getting that. And it's very hard to come by anti-metal units in the early game, so that's why Space Cat is just so crucial in the stage, because not only does it outrange Super Metal Hippo, but it outranges the Crazed Fish as well. So that means you could stack up Space Cats even though it has such a low crit chance. Stacked Space Cats can do the job very well. And Bronze Cat there is just a filler crowd control unit. You could replace it with a better crowd control unit, because if you don't have Bronze Cat at a decent level, it'll just get bullied in the stage. So something like Puppeteer would work a lot better, but if you don't have Bronze Cat, you don't even need to use Bronze Cat at all. All you really need is 3 stallers, Space Cat. Bringing a second critter is useful, like if you do get the lucky crit with Monaco, it can help, so that could work. But the main thing is just bring 3 stallers, at least 4 if you have an extra staller to bring, then Space Cat as your main crit unit, unless you have true form Jurassic Cat. Then of course your attackers. Very important one is Crazed Bahamut at level 20 and Paris. Paris, if you do not have Paris, you can use Drama Cats. Now if you don't have Drama Cats, then Mother Cat is not a solid enough option. It's basically less than half the DPS of Paris, so I don't really recommend bringing Mother Cat here. Without Paris, you'll basically need a level 30 Crazed Bahamut. Of course, you'll just have to rely on Dragon Cat or another AoE attacker that could outrange Crazed Fish. If you have the help of Ubers, that could work here as well. Supporting Crazed Bahamut if you don't have Paris is a very nice thing, because sometimes Crazed Bahamut will whittle down the Crazed Fishes to like a minuscule amount of health where they just need a couple more hits to die. Then your Uber could just clean up the rest. But here we go with the lineup. Basically, the power-ups only... I mean, if you're really struggling, you could bring a Rich Cat, but this level is not too difficult to bring a Rich Cat. So Sniper, I guess, is if you don't have any crowd control units for the Super Metal Hippo. Like in this lineup, we're not using Bronze Cat or Puppeteer Cat to slow the Super Metal Hippo. We're just going full crit, because of course you need those critical hits to take out the Super Metal Hippo, because that's the only way you could really deal a good amount of damage to metal enemies. So yes, very crucial. And Space Cat, once again, being very crucial. Being able to stack Space Cat makes it very easy to wipe out the Super Metal Hippo very quick. Now, in the beginning here, you just want to stall it out to just get some cash. You could handle the first Crazed Fish alone with just Paris and Dragon, but once the next wave of Crazed Fishes come, that's when you really want to start just pushing forward and start stacking up Paris. Then once you kill the initial Crazed Fish, you'll get a nice cash boost. Then you just need to save up for Crazed Bahamut, and then he will wipe everything out. Of course, Monaco is here just because in case we do get that lucky crit, sometimes Monaco is able to get that hit off. And if Monaco does crit, that'll do some nice damage to Super Metal Hippo, so don't really need Monaco, it's just filler, and if she does happen to get that crit, then it is very nice. Now you must be wondering why we brought Dragon in this lineup. Dragon has 2 roles in this level, not only to stack DPS, but also it's very important to keeping Bahamut alive. Yes, Dragon can act as a protector for Bahamut in most cases, so stacking up huge amounts of Dragon Cats can keep Bahamut at a safe distance while also slightly being able to protect Bahamut from moving forward or taking any unnecessary hits. So while Dragon may seem like a very odd decision in this lineup, it is pretty important in the long run for this level. Now when you're about to hit the base, that's when you already want to start stacking up your Space Cats. As you can see in this run, we weren't able to stack up as much Space Cats as we would like. But at this point, it just becomes cat spam because eventually you're gonna get that huge hit with Bahamut and it'll wipe out all the Crazed Fishes. Of course, your Paris stack there is gonna be doing hefty amounts of damage to the Crazed Fishes in the back. Of course, the Super Metal Hippo is not gonna be taking any damage from anything except for critical hits, so stacking Space Cat is once again very crucial in the level, and if Monaco is able to get in there and get that lucky hit or crit in there, then that'll be very nice. Because taking out Super Metal Hippo without critical units is not ideal, it will take a long time, and of course in this level if you take too long, the Assassin Bears will come out and just wipe out everything. So you want to make sure you're not taking way too long in the level, and of course Space Cat is there for that reason, being able to stack up against Super Metal Hippo and get those crits in even though it has such a low crit rate. Being able to stack Space Cat in this level is compensation for that low crit rate. Now if you don't have any anti-metal crowd control units, because it can be very hard to come by in the beginner phase of the game, things that slow metal enemies, freeze metal enemies, or even weaken metal enemies, if you don't have any of those, you're gonna have to rely on the Sniper Cat power-up here. And if you don't have the Sniper Cat power-up, then of course you'll have to go obtain it in the Thursday stage. You could just farm that and get a whole bunch of Sniper Cat power-ups and be ready for this stage. Using CPU in this level is also very nice because of course you're gonna have a load of cash always. Constantly killing all of those Crazed Fishes, you're gonna be constantly just overloaded with a huge cash boost. So yeah, CPU is pretty helpful in this level, especially in the second half of the level, where it could take a while to just get to the base, because at this point it is just cat spam, and sooner or later you're gonna have enough crits there to wipe out the Super Metal Hippo, and there it goes. And at this point it's just Paris, Dragon, and Bahamut spam, really. Just spam all of your stallers and Paris Cat and Dragon Cat. Every time Bahamut is recharged, of course, send it out. And just basically push forward until you eventually kill the base. And you don't need to send out Space Cat or any of your anti-metal units anymore. It's basically just Paris spam to the end, and bam! You'll have one of the best cats for the beginner phase, Crazed Fish, aka Crazed Whale. Very, very powerful unit to get. Arguably the easiest Crazed Cat. Of course, there's an argument for Crazed Cat actually being the easiest Crazed Cat to get. But I would say Crazed Cat, you have to focus on, of course, timing and stacking your Bahamuts correctly, where Crazed Fish, all you need is just Paris and spam, and then you win. Either way, Crazed Fish, it is possible with level 25 units and below. Of course, I would recommend at least bringing level 20 units into the stage, nothing below that. But once you have that, you're pretty much set. But yeah, drop a like if this guide helps you out. Of course, subscribe if you're new, join the hashtag Boogle gang. It's been Sean Boogle, and more Crazed Redux guides soon. See ya.